I guess it's time for a new video. Not a playthrough this time since those take way too long, but a short storytime video, like the ones you would see in 2013-14 by those channels who inspired me to take up this hobby. Anyway, hello again. For those who do not know me, everybody, I am Shoop and welcome here again. Today I'm going to be talking about my commutes to college. I know that sounds a little boring, but I wanted to be a little chill today. And when I mean chill, I mean that I wanted someone to listen to this because I wanted to get it off my chest, but I digress. My university is usually like 20 minutes away by car, and I go study the weekends. Fine by me because it's already enough of a hassle to get ready and go out, and because I am a lazy bum who doesn't like to go outside and interact with adults who argue like children, and I get myself ready for it and go outside to wait for the bus. I know a car is way better, but with gas prices these days, I'd rather just suck it up and go on to passenger vehicles. So yeah, I go outside and call the first bus that comes. You just wave at the side of the road and they come pick you up, and they're usually full of sweaty, annoyed people with a 1,000-yard stare during the afternoons. Not even having enough space to sit down if you're unlucky, to the point where people have screaming matches with the helper who's telling everyone to fall back in rows. Like, dude, you can barely get through and you weigh 100 pounds soaking wet. What the hell do you want us to do? And those rides are pretty awful, but they are rare, for me anyways. Because one day when I got out a little late, I got extremely lucky and found a sweet spot, a glitch in the matrix, that if I went out during a certain time, a bus with a red line through it would come by and I would get on it and it was empty. Not a single person other than the driver and his helper. I would pay the helper, tell him my destination, and chill listening to music. And to be honest, even though transit is something that I hate doing, it is really nice to just turn off your brain and listen to your headphones while looking out the window. You just forget your troubles for a little while and be at peace. It's a really nice feeling that you only get while outside. After that, I get off at the local mall and browse around for a little while, since I am usually around an hour early. Almost always just buying myself some granola bars to eat for dinner and breakfast and walk the rest of the way to college. It really doesn't take long, maybe like 20 minutes, and I used to pay for a taxi to just leave me there, but they started really overcharging. Like half a year ago, they would only charge you like 30 in my currency, and then 40 a few months back. Like, that's still a lot, but it's understandable. And that brings me to something that happened to me a few weeks ago, where a taxi driver would be charging me 50, even though the other drivers would be asking for less. And they weren't there. He was the only man in the parking lot, and he told me because it was because of necessity, and because of this and that, and taca, si no te gusta te puedes ir a la chingada. I would have gone walking to university, but it was raining with hail, so I just swallowed my pride and bile and gave him the cash, and he happily dropped me off. Since then, I walked, and it's a million times better. I'm not huffing copium because of that man, I swear. And by the time I arrive, there's still maybe like 20 minutes before classes start, so I just have something to drink, eat a candy bar, and go to my classroom to get ready to receive lectures. Maybe speak to a few friends that get there, revise a few lessons if there's a test later before the bell rings, and chill for the rest of the night. My family comes to pick me up, and I get up early in the morning the next day to get there by car, and then come back by bus again. I usually just walk to the bus terminal and pick the first seat, since they're usually empty, and zone out for the next hour. So that's pretty much the gist of the way I get to university. It really isn't as bad as I put it out to be, and a lot of people have it worse, like really, really worse. But that doesn't mean I don't get to gripe and moan about my own problems. I know that this video was pretty short, but as much as I doubt you like hearing about my whining, I hope you enjoyed this little video as I did. Hopefully I'll be able to push something else in the future. So with that, maybe I'll see you guys next time. Talk to you guys later, and thank you for being here.